I got a 2015 Chevy Tahoe, or is it a Suburban? I think it's a Tahoe. Yeah, it's a Tahoe. 2015 Chevy Tahoe, 5.3 liter engine. Customer comes in for an AC concern. No AC right now. We're at about 86 degrees. It's getting hotter here in California, so AC is so people are starting to fix their AC is what I'm trying to say. So there you go. Right now got the truck running. All right, so I got the AC right here. You can see recirculation, full mode, blowing right here up at the face. I'm at 95 degrees, which is pretty hot. The ambient temperature outside is 86, so it's hot out there. 2015 Chevy Tahoe. We just hit, let's see, 64,000 miles on this truck. Not too much for a 2015, but I wanted to talk to you about this truck real quick because I've already checked this one out. I went under the hood. I told you guys as before, I always go under there and I check for the hold on. There's actually a TSB on this truck. I already checked it out. As you guys know, the first thing I always do is go down under the hood. I make sure that my AC compressor clutch is engaging, and it is. That tells me that everything electrically down to the clutch is good, but it's not blowing cold. Now, if you have a truck like this one, a 2015 to 2017 Chevy Tahoe, there's actually a TSB for this truck where the condenser leaks right next to the dryer. And it's covered under warranty on most trucks up to 60,000 miles. This one is at 64, so it's out of warranty, and it sucks for the customer because it's only 4,000 miles. But Chevy Tahoes, Suburbans, Escalade, those are very common for having this condenser leaking. Last week I did a Sierra with the same thing, or was it a Chevy? Was it a Silverado? I think it was a Silverado, and it had the same issue, but for some reason it's not in this TSB. But let me show you exactly what this TSB is talking about right here. All right, so here's that TSB that I'm talking about. This is for 2015 to 2017 Escalade, Suburban, and Tahoe, and GMC Yukon. So if you guys have this AC issue, go ahead and contact your dealership first to see if it's covered under warranty, because if it is, you're gonna save a lot of money. To change the condenser on this Chevy Tahoe, it costs for about 5 hours plus your recharge of the refrigerant. So it's a pretty intensive, labor-intensive job, and the issue that this one has is exactly what's described in this TSB. If you look in there, where I'm about to show you, there is a leak right by the dryer on the condenser, and that's exactly what this truck has. So I verified that this was the problem with this truck, and it is. So there is no further diagnostic on this one. We're gonna go ahead and change this condenser, and it comes with the dryer, so we're gonna do that. First, I'm gonna recover everything that's inside, whatever's left of the refrigerant. Then I'm gonna start removing some parts, and I'll show you how to do that. And we're gonna run through this real quick. It's about a 5-hour job, but we should be able to get it done in about half the time, if not less than that, because I've done a couple of these already, and there's a little way to get around it. So let's go under the hood, and let me show you how we're gonna do this one real quick. All right, guys, so on this Chevy Tahoe, basically what comes off is this chingadera right here. I'm gonna take off the air intake, take it out of there, take off this, take off the air filter, because what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna take this whole thing off, and then I'm gonna push the radiator with the condenser that way. Then we're gonna slide it out, then we can put the other one in, and then we can finish up this job. So I'm gonna set you guys up. We're gonna start working, starting with this chingadera. Let's go. All right, check this out, guys. This is where we're at right now. Took off that plastic chingadera, the intake, the air box, and there's a little brace that you gotta take off, so you can take that off. There's just two 10mm bolts. There's an 8 there, there's an 8 over there, and then these are just a bunch of clips. So we're looking at this right now. I gotta take off this nut right here, or this bolt, and the same thing on the other side. Sorry about the music. It's Saturday, everybody's in party mode here. Another bolt here, and then we're gonna push this whole forward. Once we have it forward, we can mess with the condenser. This thing comes off right here also. There's a couple other things I'll be showing you as soon as I'm taking everything off. But right now I'm gonna set you guys up so you can see. and then we can continue taking the rest of this off. Okay, so this is a piece that goes on top of the radiator and the condenser to control the airflow. There's these little like clips on the sides, one on the left and one on the right, that you gotta push off, and then you can sneak that piece out of there. Might be a little bit tight, but you can get it out. And after we get this out, I'll show you what else is over there that you gotta remove. It's kind of tight, but it's doable. All right, check this out. On the right side of the condenser, there's just this line here that has to come out. There's nothing holding it in. The condenser slides into the radiator. You can see that bracket right there. It just slides into place. Now on this side, on the passenger side, you have that line also, but further down, there's a 10 millimeter. See if I can focus on it. Come on, focus. Focus! I think you can see that in the middle of the screen. It's just a 10 millimeter that's holding the condenser to the radiator. And then the lines that go to the condenser, if you follow this hose right here, it goes down over here and it goes into a little connection. There's two hoses going in. They're held in by a 13 millimeter nut. Let me see if I can get that in the camera for you. Okay, it's right there in the center of the screen. That's a 13 millimeter. You want to take that off because it goes connected to the condenser. You can see it right there. It's kind of hard to show you, but I'll show you once I take it off. So basically, it's just this connection, that 10, that 13 right there, and then this connection right here. These are for the transmission fluid. And yeah, once that comes off, we'll push the radiator and the condenser forward, and then we'll take it out through here. I'll show you guys right now. All right, so I'm over here on the passenger side of the truck. Basically, the way you take these clips off, I'm going to show you on this one. I think we'll be okay if we remove the line here. So I'm going to show you how to take off this clip, and then we can do the other ones. So basically, there's this black plastic here that you got to take off. All right, that's just a little cover. Take that off, and what you want to use is a pick like this. With this pick, you're going to come from behind. This is a way I take them off. There's different ways, but you come from behind, and you hook it around the clip. And you want to be careful because this clip has a tendency of jumping away from you. So if you can't hold the magnet pretty close to it, let me show you right here. There it is. That's that little clip I'm talking about. Looks like a little Wu-Tang clip. You guys know what I'm talking about. Looks like a W. So you want to keep that. Don't lose it because these things fly all over the place when you just pry them off like that. Once that clip is off right there, I can pull the line out. And we're going to leak a little bit of trim into it, but that's okay. There we go. I'm going to go do the same thing for the other side. I'm going to take the 13 that's holding the two lines down here, and then I'm going to come on this side and here and remove the 10 through here. The 10 millimeter, I think I can reach it through here using a swivel ratcheting wrench, and we'll be good after that. There you go, that's how you do it. Let me see if I can show you guys how to take off this 13 down here. This is what I'm using. I'm using a 1/4 inch with a 13 millimeter 6-point snap-on. See if you can, I think you can see it right there. Perfect. So I'm just gonna go up in here and get it in there. Just like that. Shouldn't be too tight. Ah, shit, okay. You know what? I forgot to recover the refrigerant. Fuck! Alright, done recovering here. It only took out 220 thousandths of a pound, not even half a pound, but that refrigerant has to be recovered either way. So now we can start taking the rest of this shit apart. I almost took it apart and let that thing go to the air, but I got in time and then I was able to take it out. So nobody's perfect, but here we go. We're gonna continue working here, and we're gonna make this video happen. All right, I'm gonna set you guys up over here, and we're gonna get to taking this condenser out. I think it's almost out. Everything is unbuttoned. It's just a matter of pulling it up. So let me set you guys up right here. Alright guys, let me show you something real quick. If you look down here where the condenser holds on to the radiator, if I can get this to focus right there, the way you're going to do this is a little tab right here. You're going to push that back, and that's going to give you room to slide the condenser up. Once you push that tab backwards, the condenser is able to slide up. As you can see, it holds it in place and it locks it in there so that it won't move. So we're going to do that and pull the condenser up, and it's the same thing on this side. So as you can see, you got to push this plastic piece. You might be able to do it with your fingers, but there it is. You push that back. Once you push that back, you can slide the condenser up. There's tabs on the bottom too, but on the bottom one, they're not locking tabs. They're just, I guess they're kind of guides. Then after that, we can take the condenser out of there. So let me set you guys back up and we'll slide this thing out. Okay. Alright guys, so this right here is the condenser. You're gonna struggle a little bit on this side because of this bracket right here. It kind of hits up here on the battery tray, but I got some help right here. The homie hooked me up. He helped me out and we got it out. The leak that I'm trying to show you guys is this leak right here. You can see a little bit of moisture there, but if you don't see that on your truck, you gotta look somewhere else for the leak if your AC is not working. But on this one, that's a very common issue. The leak is right here, and now we just got to transfer these air dams to the new condenser, transfer that over to the new condenser, and then we're able to pop it back into place. As you can see, all you got to do is push this all the way forward, and you have enough room to get the condenser out of there. So it's not that hard. Calls for 5 hours. I think this is a shortcut. I'm not even sure how Metro wants you to do it. They probably want you to take the radiator and the fans out, but just push a little bit and you'll be all right. So let me get the new condenser out, transfer all the parts over, and then we'll slide everything back into this Chevy Tahoe. All right, I swapped everything over to the new condenser. The new one comes with a little condenser shield that they call. It's on the TSB, I don't know why that's there, but swapped over the little air dams. You guys saw that in the other AC video. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link up here in the description so you can see it. Swapped everything over. That line I'm gonna install later with the clip. But make sure you install the little bracket because that's going to prevent the condenser from vibrating and possibly giving you a leak in the future. So we're going to lift this up, drop it into place. So I'm going to set you guys up right here. We're going to get to work because I got to get this car done. So let's go. Alright, got everything in. You want to make sure that when you drop these in, that little clip, you want to hear it click. That'll tell you that the condenser is in place. Now I just got to put these lines back. The way I'm going to do it is just push it in there, but I got to get the right angle. It's going to be kind of tough to do it with one hand. And then we put the clip in. Once you put the clip inside, you want to pull on it so that it doesn't come off. And we're going to do the same thing for the left side. So it's easier said than done, but let me set you guys up again. Alright, so it does call for 5 hours, but it doesn't take 5 hours. So far, I think I'm in it maybe like 1 hour, if anything. But that's because I'm recording and I'm showing you guys how to do it. Otherwise, this is maybe an hour job with recharging and everything. So maybe let's say 2 hours, you know, just take it easy. But let's get to work here. We're gonna continue with what we're doing and yeah, let's finish this one up. you can see, guys, I got everything buttoned up. The intake, this little cover chingadera, everything that goes under there is back into place. The brackets, the hoses, the lines, everything. Now I just hooked up my low and high side hoses. Again, we're gonna recover. We're gonna go in a vacuum for about 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes, if the vacuum leak test passes, then we're gonna go ahead and recharge it. And then after this, we'll see if the AC is blowing cold inside. And if it is, I'm gonna call this a fix. You guys saw the condenser leaking. And if you guys have this 2015 Chevy Tahoe, Suburban, or Cadillac Escalade, you probably have the same issue with your condenser. So I'm gonna let this do its thing, and I'll be back in 20 minutes.
A few moments later.
Alright, 20 minutes later, the leak test has passed. Alright guys, moment of truth. We're gonna start the truck up. Make sure it's blowing cold. I'm actually gonna go drive it. I don't want to sit here in the shop and just have it running. I want to go drive it, you know. So here we go. I'm gonna start it up. I'm gonna put my little thermometer there. Is it on? Can't see. Yeah, 80 degrees on there. All right, it's 77 outside. It got a little bit cooler. Actually, that's because I'm inside the shop. But let's see, you can see that going down. All right, so let's go drive it real quick. We're down to 56. That thing is nice and cold right now. We're just going a quick test drive. Let me get out of here. That's a fix right there. 2015 Chevy Tahoe, GMC Suburban, Cadillac Escalade, even the Silverados, the GMC Sierras, the Yukons, all these Chevy products, they have a common condenser leak. Just tilt the radiator forward and pull it out, and you can sneak it out of there. So that's a quick way to do it. It pays over 5.5 hours, plus you get an extra labor to recharge the AC system, which is pretty good money, and it doesn't take that long, honestly. And I feel like I had to show you guys that, and a lot of you guys are probably gonna be tripping, saying like, why are you guys, especially mechanics, are probably gonna be tripping on if it was still covered under warranty. I would have been like, sir, take it to the dealership. They're gonna do it for free. Because if this was my car, I would be fucking pissed if I would have to spend over $1,000. The condenser is not cheap on this. The labor is not cheap. It's about between 5 and 6 hours of labor to change the condenser. Doesn't matter if there's a shortcut or not. It does not matter. The labor is the labor, So if he can get it done for free under warranty, why not? Yes, I'm gonna lose 5 hours as a mechanic, but I'm gonna be honest with the guy because it's more important for me. I think I would gain more trust from a customer when I tell him, you know what, sir, this is under warranty. I don't feel comfortable taking your money. Then yeah, let's do it under warranty. Let me change your condenser for you, and then only to find out that he goes to the dealership for whatever reason, and they tell him, you know what, your condenser was under warranty, and they fucked you over. That's just not how I work. It's a reason mechanics have a bad rep, to begin with. So yeah, 2015 Chevy Tahoe AC condenser. If you guys have something like this, check your condenser first. And if it is, check with the dealer and see if it's covered under warranty, because most likely it is. This guy was out of warranty because of his mileage. He's at 64,000. So yeah, don't f your customers over. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. That's where it starts. So right now we're at 45 degrees. It's nice and cold in here, and it's still going down. The more you drive, the more airflow goes across the condenser, the colder it gets. So there it is, homies. It's kind of like the other video that I did on the Hyundai Santa Fe. Kind of like that one, but on that one I actually had to take off the bumper. So yeah, got it done. So that's it, homies. It's Saturday. Canelo's fighting today, so you guys probably won't see this video till Sunday or Monday, because it's gonna take me a while to edit it, and I have another one, but the other one didn't sell. But it is a pretty good diag, so I'll show you guys that. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, and share the video. And peace out, homies. I'll see you on the next one.